Hello, young explorers. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rats. Yes, those little rodents that we often see in cities, or even as pets. Rats are much more than just creatures we find in basements and garbage cans. These clever animals are actually incredible survivors, problem solvers, and even great companions. So, let's get to know the rat better. Rats come in many shapes and sizes. There are wild rats, like the brown rat or black rat, and domesticated rats, which make great pets. Wild rats can be found all around the world, from the streets of big cities to the quiet fields in the countryside. But no matter where they live, rats are super smart and have a lot of interesting skills. So, what exactly is a rat? Rats are rodents, which means they belong to the same family as mice, squirrels and guinea pigs. They're part of the group called Muridae, and their closest relatives include other small mammals like voles and gerbils. Rats are known for their long, scaly tails, which help them balance when climbing or running. Their tiny paws are very sensitive, which helps them explore and feel their way through the dark. And have you ever noticed how rats have long, twitching whiskers? Those whiskers help them sense the world around them, especially in the dark, where they can't rely on their eyes as much. Rats have fantastic senses, especially when it comes to smell and touch. Their keen sense of smell helps them find food, and they use their whiskers to touch and feel their way around tight spaces. Rats are very active, curious animals. If you have a pet rat, you've probably seen them running on their exercise wheel or chewing on things around their home. But did you know that wild rats are just as busy and curious? In fact, wild rats are known to explore the world around them and even learn how to use human-made objects to their advantage. Wild rats are extremely resourceful. They've been known to figure out how to open garbage cans, squeeze through tiny spaces, and even find their way through mazes. In fact, rats are excellent problem solvers, and some researchers have trained them to perform tasks like pushing buttons or navigating obstacle courses. Did you know that scientists often use rats in research because they're so intelligent and adaptable? In some cases, rats have even been trained to sniff out landmines or detect diseases like tuberculosis. Rats are omnivores, which means they eat a variety of foods. They love grains, fruits, vegetables, and even some meat. Wild rats are often on the lookout for food scraps in human settlements, while pet rats can enjoy a balanced diet of specially prepared food and fresh treats like apple slices or cooked eggs. Wild rats are scavengers, which means they'll eat just about anything they can find. From leftover pizza crusts to fruit peels, they'll munch on it all. But even though they'll eat almost anything, rats prefer foods that are high in calories, like grains and seeds. This helps them stay energized to run, explore, and avoid predators. One of the coolest things about rats is their teeth. A rat's teeth grow continuously, so they have to gnaw on things all the time to keep them from growing too long. This is why you often see rats chewing on wood, cardboard, and even plastic. It helps keep their teeth nice and short. Rats can make wonderful pets. Pet rats are intelligent, social, and love to interact with their owners. If you've ever had a pet rat, you know they can learn tricks like running through tunnels or jumping over little obstacles. Some rats even enjoy playing with toys like balls or small ropes. Just like dogs or cats, rats can be trained. They're very responsive to positive reinforcement, which means they'll work hard to get treats and praise. In fact, some pet rats have even learned to fetch small items or come when called. Rats are also incredibly social. In the wild, they live in large colonies, and in captivity, they thrive when they have rat companions. If you get one pet rat, it's a good idea to get another so they can keep each other company. Now that we know a little about pet rats, let's dive into the wild side of the rat world. Wild rats live in colonies, usually underground or in places where they can find food, like garbage piles or abandoned buildings. But life in the wild can be tough. and rats have to be clever to survive. Wild rats are nocturnal, which means they're most active at night. This helps them avoid predators and search for food without being spotted by hungry hawks or cats. Rats are incredibly good at making families. Female rats can have babies as often as every month, and a single litter can have anywhere from 6 to 12 babies. That's a lot of baby rats. The little ones are born blind and hairless, but they grow quickly. Within a few weeks, they start exploring their world and learning how to find food. Rat mothers are very protective of their babies. They create cozy nests where the babies are kept warm and safe from predators. Once the babies are old enough, they start venturing out with the rest of the colony, learning survival skills like how to find food and avoid danger. Rats are amazing survivors. In the wild, they use their intelligence and quick reflexes to escape predators and find food. They can squeeze through tiny gaps, climb fences, and even swim across bodies of water to get where they need to go. Rats face many challenges in the wild. From hungry birds to fierce cats, they have to stay alert. But thanks to their speed, cleverness, and teamwork, rats have managed to thrive in cities, forests, and fields. Even though rats often get a bad reputation, they've been really helpful to humans. Scientists use rats in medical research because of their intelligence and their biological similarities to humans. Rats have helped scientists develop vaccines, test medicines, and even study how diseases spread. In some places, rats have been trained to help humans in even more amazing ways. For example, in Africa, rats are trained to sniff out landmines and detect diseases like tuberculosis. These rats save lives by helping humans find dangerous explosives or diagnose illness. From their clever problem-solving skills to their roles in medical research, rats are truly remarkable creatures. Whether as pets or wild survivors, they are full of surprises and have much more to offer than we might think. So the next time you see a rat, remember all the incredible things it can do. Thanks for joining us on this rat adventure. Keep exploring, stay curious, and never stop learning about the amazing animals that share our world.